Okay, let's get the live chat up and running, shall we? I'm a bit slow today, so I apologise. What am I doing? Finding my stream for starters. That might be a good start. Top chat, live chat. There we are. Okay. So, hello everyone. It's me, Spurswell here. Welcome to another Train Sim World 2 live stream. Today I'm taking a look at the last of the Rush Hour routes, or part of the Rush Hour package that was released last summer/autumn time, and that is of course Germany's Nahverker Dresden. Now, I'm going to be honest with you here, I have no idea what to expect other than a couple of services, because I've only recently just started covering this route in my series At Your Service. I'm a little bit unsure what to cover or how it's all going to go, so I'm firstly going to pick the star of the show, I suppose, the Talent 2. Get it looking a bit brighter. Put it in September. Let's put it in the Rush Hour style, shall we? Let's do what's that? Regional Express 15. Grosenheim to Coswick, 8 o'clock on the dot. You know what? Let's do that one to start with. Bit of branch line fun. E60 guy 101, hey, how are you? Hope you're well. Leo, hi Spurs, how you doing? I'm doing good, thanks. Hope you're well, thank you. Bobby, hey, how are you? Hope you're well. Thierry, do a Regional Express 50 service. I will be doing a fast service. I'm not sure which one. I've got a few in mind, not only a Regional Express 50, but an intercity express service with the high-speed ICE train, or an IC service, I should say, with the 101. So if you want to take a pick between any of those services, you're all more than welcome to put your suggestions as to which high-speed service you'd like to see. Sorry if I'm a little bit rusty and slow. I've had a hectic day today with Mother's Day. Busy. Also, it doesn't help that I'm a little bit tired because, of course, the clocks went forward an hour, which destroyed my sleeping pattern today. Terrible. Absolutely awful. Woo. So we're going to be a bit late today. I'm not going to be... I'm going to be totally honest with you, I'm pretty sure we're not going to make it on time, but I'll try my best to keep as close as I can to the time today. Right, let's lock the doors and begin the service. Alright, let's go. The first stop is Priesteritz, just over 4.5 kilometers, so let's get rocking and rolling. I was planning on doing a freight service and maybe some shunting, but I think if I do most of the passenger services and the freight and shunting all in one stream, I think it's just going to drag on for too long, so I'll leave the freight and shunting stuff till another day on this route. Thierry do the class 101. Okie doke, that sounds like a good call. B-line service rails, hope you're well. Horseshoe curve coming up now. Nope. It ain't coming out anytime soon, let's put it that way. There's been no word on developments or any meaningful news to tell you about Horseshoe Curve. Skyhook certainly keep quiet when it comes to developing their products for Train Sim World. Unlike Rivet Games, they are quite open, actually, to be fair. They like to show a lot of in-depth behind-the-scenes access as to how they create either specific features on a route or locomotive. So I think Skyhook, if I'm not mistaken, they actually made their own game. I think a lawnmower type simulator, so maybe I wouldn't be at all surprised if they've got their majority of their team focusing on that, and then I imagine a small portion of the team works on Train Sim World. Of course, I don't know Skyhook games that often. Maybe you do, but I don't. But that's just my view. Clown nose horn, indeed. I've no idea if the horn in the Talent 2, either the red one or the grey one, silver one, I should say, is accurate. I'd be very surprised if the horn in these electric multiple units matches the real world counterpart. Got to get on the brakes here. We got a red signal in front of us. I was not expecting that, for sure. Sounds like a spaceship, this thing, coming to a stop. Right, let's pick up some speed. Looks like we can indeed approach the platform. Yeah, but I hope everyone's had a good weekend. It's been lovely weather in the UK. Will be a little bit on the chilly side. I watched the Formula 1 today. Interesting race for sure. Certainly not as chaotic or as crash strewn as as I expected, that's for sure. I imagined the second race would go a little bit more smoothly than the first one. But thankfully the race is over, race is finished, and all the drivers and teams can now move on down under to Australia. Melbourne, in the state of Victoria. So, should be a lot more calmer waters there, let's say, compared to Saudi Arabia's race weekend. Alright, let's unlock the doors and allow the passengers to board or alight. Thierry, do you know that the 442 has AFB? I didn't. I don't know if the silver one does. I imagine it doesn't. But quite surprised that this one has AFB. Not planning on using it. I prefer to be alert driving this electric multiple units, or any trains with AFB, German trains with AFB I should say. Because then if I put AFB on and start chatting away, there's guaranteed that the service will end either running for a red signal or crashing into the station. Anyway, the next stop is Niederau, 9 kilometers away. You can reach some pretty high speeds on this route. It's pretty consistent, you know, within the hundreds of kilometers per hour, so it's pretty good. So it's pretty quick. E60 Guy 101, Beeline Services, Beeline Service Rails. Oh, okay, he's asking a question. My mistake. Leah, what's the difference between the DBBR 1442 and the DBBR 442? That is a very good question. I don't know. I have no idea. That is a fascinating question. If someone knows that answer to Leah's question, I'd be fascinated to know the answer. Because I think the only difference I can point out is that, well, they're two different colours, the sounds are a bit different, and, well, the destination displays work on the red 442, Talent 2. Thierry, the 14422 is grey, and yeah. Pretty much what I said. It's called Temper Mat. Okay. Ashley Cole, Southeastern fan. Hey, how are you? Hope you're well. Welcome. Thierry, this is an average speed of about 100 kilometers per hour. Not bad. Pretty good. Fast enough for me. What's everyone's favourite German route? Does anyone have a favourite German route that they like to always have a play on? For me, not sure. I quite like Col to Aachen. It's always something that attracts me to it. I'm not sure why. It's just something about it. It's difficult for me to say whether Dresden is right up there. It's certainly got the variety of services, and it's certainly I think it's a longer route distance than Col to Aachen, and this has a couple of branch line sections as well, and you've got fast and slow lines, you've got freight, you've got some shunting, you've got ICE and intercity express services and all that kind of stuff going on, so certainly not short of options on this route, but it's difficult for me to draw a complete conclusion because I haven't experienced everything this route has to offer. Just under 4 kilometers to go now until Niederau. E60 Guy would have won. My favourite is between Hauptstrecke Rheinruhr Rössignord. Interesting choice there with Rössignord. Rössignord, I don't know. There's something about it. Like well, I know it's mainly a heavy freight German route, but I don't know. There's something about it that makes me go a little bit like, could it have been done a bit better? Like, I don't know. I like it, but I don't love it. I think if the upgrades to Rössignord, if it makes it a better route, then of course I'll completely have a different view on Rössignord. I think Rössignord is a good route to have, like in Halloween time, you know, that dark, dingy kind of experience, you know, with the rain coming down, really cloudy, really dark. You see the outlines of the forest and the near and far distances, and gives you really kind of scary almost kind of feeling. Especially I think if you really want to put yourself to the test by doing a freight service in right in the middle of the night, and rain coming down, your lights, the only visibility you could see, that is a proper challenge. No doubt Rossignol possesses that. I mean, you could say that with most of the routes, to be honest, but Rossignol, I think, with its landscape of the forest that almost like towers over you to a certain degree, to me that's just a feeling I get when playing Rossignol. We're way ahead of schedule, so we can cruise in for now. Here's the station on the left hand side. Another train charging by. One thing I will say about Nahverker Dresden is I think there could be no doubt when this first came out, for me, very quickly this became, I think, the highlight of Rush Hour. I mean, I remember when Nahverker Dresden was first announced to the general public, everyone, bang, they came down like a ton of bricks on Dovetail, because originally they were meant to be, if I could get the map, I think it was meant to be a branch line over here to, I think, the airport or something. They took this away, but then added it back. Obviously, this branch line, which we just come from Grosenheim, that was there to begin with, and it came from a lot of criticism that they, first showcased the, I suppose, where it was going to and the route lengths and all this kind of stuff. Everyone was really excited, and for me, it could have been by far the dark horse of the Rush Hour package, and it wasn't just criticism because bits were taken away and all this kind of stuff, but the trains were traction we've already experienced, and I know a lot of people wanted to see something new to come with Nahverker Dresden, but to be fair, I think Dovetail redeemed themselves. They've added, like I said, the branch lines back. They've added additional services through IC and ICE services that I think everyone across the board can play with on older gen consoles, PC, the newer gen consoles, and I think performance wise, to me it's just a personal view, but I think Nahverker Dresden was the most stable route on release out of all three of them. I mean, I remember when Boston Sprinter came out, it was a disaster, not just for Boston Sprinter. The performance was meh, it was alright, but I think across the board for the game it was a bit of a travesty. Then when Nahverker Dresden came out, it was almost like a big win for Dovetail, that they can prove that they can make a route like this. Okay, not to the promises they had originally, but the performance was, I think, pretty decent. And then when Brighton came out, obviously it went back to square one, because the performance on Brighton, and kind of still is, very bad. But they are making improvements to Brighton, albeit at a rather slow pace than we'd all like, but there we are. That's the way the world goes around. Now I'll take a look at the chat, because I can see it just out the corner of my eye. It's going down and down and down and down. I need a sip of tea, otherwise my voice will go bang soon. Lovely. Thierry likes Main Supposed Barn. It's a good call. Leo only got TSW2 2 weeks ago, and I brought 2 routes. They are LGV Mediterranean, Southeastern High Speed. Oh, they're 2 good routes. They're good choices. Good call, Leo. Thierry, I'm more of a passenger kind of guy. I, however, dabble into freight every now and again. I don't really have a preferred type of experience. I'm quite flexible. I quite like all 3. For those of you who have been on the channel for quite a while, I do like shunting a lot. But over time, I've been, getting accustomed to doing more different types of services and being more flexible with what I'm doing. I'll be honest, I don't turn all of the safety systems on, be it in streams or videos I make. In Germany, for example, I hardly use AFB. I don't use LZB or PZB whatsoever. In the US, on passenger routes in particular, I don't use, what's it called, ATC, I think it's what it's called. I don't like using that, not because of I don't like how it's portrayed. I just find it a bit annoying. Like the moment you go over the speed limit, you get an alarm blaring out of your TV, and if that's going to annoy like my mum and my sister because they think it's I don't know, the tumble dryer or the washing machine or the dishwasher making a noise, or if I'm wearing my headphones and a headset and hearing the noise plays out, that's mainly why. Now you could say, you could just turn it down, but I like how it is. I mean, the volume on my TV is only at number 10, so it's not loud. The next stop is Coswig, where I think this train terminates. It is, isn't it? Yes, it is. So that'll be one branch line done. I think we'll do the other branch line next. This is the last stop, isn't it, Coswig? It is indeed. Sido Kid, hey Spurs, hope you're well. Hey Sido Kid, nice to see you. Hope you're well, my friend. Welcome. Why is the indirect brake decided to turn itself on? It's a bit odd. It was in the hold position. Approaching Coswig now. E60 guy 101. I made a livery on a box car. It's a bootleg car advert called Deal-tastic Me. Well, certainly Deal-tastic has been I suppose a very good way to describe how I brought a couple of DLCs in the past couple of weeks in the form of New Journeys expansion and the 1938 tube stock. I will admit, I didn't want to... Oh, sugar, I've only just seen the... Sorry, I just got a bit of a scare there. I didn't quite look at the red signal. It gave me a fright. I thought I was about to hit the red signal. That's my fault. Calm, Spurs, calm. You didn't hit the red. Sorry, I just gave myself a bit of a fright. I just looked at the red and I was like, oh, God, better get on the brakes. Oh, dear. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, Deal-tastic Me. Key, I think that's a good description of I've been feeling with Train Sim World of late with their deals on PlayStation. Picked up a couple of not routes, but because there was 2 key, I suppose, small DLCs I wanted. London Underground 38 stock I didn't want to buy. I said, and I've always been very clear, I'll only buy the 38 tube stock when it got a deal, a discount on PlayStation. Finally happened, so I got it, and with New Journey's expansion, I finally picked that up as well. And do not worry, you'll be seeing videos, more videos on that, because I've already made 2 videos on this particular DLCs in the near future. So let's get into the Master of All. Ooh, let's go on this one. It's the S1, I think. Baisan. Oh, did I pronounce that correctly? I'm not going to bother trying. To Dresden. I have never done this type of service before. Never. No practice. Nothing. So this is completely new for me. Oh, blimey. Is this in the snow? Oh, good. Well, not doing that. It's a bit too dark and dingy for me. I don't think it'll be very good for streaming purposes. There was another one. What was it? Settling in, maybe? Nope. Yeah, there we go. There's a couple here. Now let's. Oh, that's with the 143. Why is it always with the 143? Come on, hurry up. Let's pick a 146. I like the 146. Now remember, when you pick the 146, always pick the second one. That second one is with the updated physics and the tweaked sound. That, I believe, is the main supposed barn one. It should be, because that's when it first came out, was with main supposed barn. All of them are mostly my set. Let's do one. Let's do one there, maybe. Yeah, that one. 11:15. That's it. I'll be lovely and happy then. Cooly cool. Thierry, I do like Northern Transpennine as extra services to West Cornwall Local. Completely agree with you. I think Dovetail decided to add it in at the last minute, if I'm not mistaken. Gave it a bit of a helping hand. So that was nice. Put on bright. Oh no, it's not rip. Like real life, you shouldn't really have the headlights constantly on the bright, but that's just how I prefer. Just going to check everything's all in order. All of the right sounds are being made, so it seems all is good. C for on. Turn the parking brake off just in case. Let's have a look out. Is it done to us? I cannot see what that says. That is tiny. Let's get outside the cab. What does that say then? Tell me. Bad Shandown. I don't know. What's the number? Here's an S1. That's correct. Oh, I like this. I like the scenery around here. I like the architecture as well. Nice cathedral over there. Very nice. Ooh, I'm excited. I've never been on this before. Never ever done a journey on this branch line. So I'm excited, I'm keen. Let's get going. Leo, I heard some years ago Eurostars could go to Marseille Saint-Charles. I don't know if they still do, but definitely services from the Eurostar did go to Marseille Saint-Charles. Thierry, I was going to buy the 1938 stock and the DPP 187 when they came out, but I bought 187. Whoop, I'm going a bit too fast. I'm not looking where I'm going. Whoopsie daisy. Too busy looking at the chat. My mistake. I will correct that immediately. Oh, we're approaching the first stop already. I'm not going to pronounce it. Maisan Alstat? I don't know. Haven't had a... Yeah, when I do videos on my At Your Service series, when it comes to German routes, I always take the time to check the station names with the correct German pronunciations, so the German subscribers can be pleased. But I at least try to get my pronunciations right. Come on. No. I want to keep going. Thank you. That's some vista in the distance there on the left-hand side. It's a pretty big town here, my son. It's not a little village after all, is it? There we are. Oh, are you serious? 10 meters away and it's not enough to satisfy you, game. Come on. Already late, but never mind. Right, still not enough. Good Lord. Surely that is enough. Surely. Thank you. Blimey. Your stopping marker was very precise there. Yeah, look at this. Wow. Very nice. That's a good station. I like that. Let's lock the doors. Oh, there you got little posters here. Wow. That's cool. Right, the next stop is Meissen itself. Less than 900 meters away. So I'm sorry I won't be able to look at the chat for a little bit because the stations are fairly close together. Certainly caught me by surprise. So I've just got to concentrate for a little bit. I don't want to be flying through a station. Look at that, the architecture. Wonderful. Oh, look, we're going over a bridge. Oh, wow. Look at this. Oh, that's nice. I like this a lot. This is a great little area. Look at that on the left. Yeah, look at that. Lovely river going across. Lovely bridge. Oh, I'm liking this all of a sudden. This branch line's winning me over. Dovetail have clearly worked hard on this one. They've gone to town with this branch line compared to the other one. The difference is very clear. No wonder they released this late. As an update, it's very nice. The scenery, hats off to them. I don't know if it's completely accurate to real life, but I love it. I love the scenery around here. Cracking. Right, let's have a look at the chat very quickly. As quick as I can. I'm going to be late, but who cares? E60 going on. Why did you put the 323 instead of 423? I know it's fixed now, but what happened? I just forgot. I just had a blur. My brain just went to sleep. I thought I put 423, but obviously I put 323 instead. It's my mistake. My mistake. An iPhone keyboard mistake. Sometimes I just have those moments where I just do it without thinking. And then I saw the notification. I thought to myself, hang on a minute. 323, what does that mean then? And then I corrected it. So yeah, just a slight mistake there from my part. Just being a bit forgetful. Thierry, on the branch, you have S1 services to Bad Schnardau and S2 services to Prina. Okay, so it's just S1 services on this. Oh, I'm not complaining. I mean, they look quite like a decent selection of services on this branch line. You can see now it's now 2 tracks. So we can now pick up some speed. Yeah, I'd like to go to Germany as well, Thierry. I know a friend who's from Germany. And yeah, gives me a helping hand when it comes to the German translation of some stations. When I struggle to find the correct pronunciations. And yeah, there's certainly a fair few places in Germany I'd like to visit. It may not be the most attractive country to visit. I mean, I imagine most people will pick the likes of Italy or Paris or in France or Spain, Portugal, or Greece, all those kind of countries. But yeah, Germany is certainly a lot. I love to. There's a lot of places in Germany I like to visit. I'm mainly a city person. Munich or München, Berlin, Cologne or Curl, Hamburg, Mönchengladbach definitely is a place I want to visit. Mainly because it's home to my favourite German soccer or football team, Borussia Mönchengladbach. Thierry just crossed the river Elbe or Elbe. Interesting. I think it's quite nice, isn't it, to just take a look at something that you've never experienced before. I mean, it's good for you because you get to see my reactions to it. But yeah, at the very start of our branch line with the town of Meissen and the river, wow. That has impressed me. I'm struggling to think of a branch line that beats that. I'm really struggling. I could say Reigate, but that's tiny. What other branch lines are there in this game? Long Island has quite a few, doesn't it? It has one to Belmont Park and what's the other one? Is it Hempstead? I think. I don't know. England, what have we got branch line wise? We haven't got many, have we? The only one we have I can think of is the St Ives one on West Cornwall. Transpennine, does that have any? Nope. Tees Valley, nope. Great Western, nope. What else is there? I don't know on Harlem line, I'm not too sure. I haven't got it yet, so I don't know. What else? Let me just think. West Somerset? No. Not really. Yeah, there isn't many branch lines, is there? No. Oh, there's one in Minsper's Barn, isn't there, that goes down to the dockyard. Oh, not again. I think this is the only frustrating bit of this branch line, is it's extremely sensitive to where you stop. You have to stop on the marks. You can't stop a little bit earlier like you can on other parts of this route, let alone other train sim world routes. There, that will satisfy the game. There we are. There is on the Harlem line, says Thierry. Oh, okay. Oh, it technically isn't because it joins up to the Hudson, according to Saito Kin. Okay, fair enough. Leo just wanted to ask, do you have loading? How do you have loading screens like that? I don't know how. It's just I don't know. The game just does. I don't know. Maybe dovetail. I don't know. Send. I don't know. Maybe a secret signal, or put it on the Dovetail Live versions of the Because you have to log into Dovetail Live, don't you, upon the game starting up. I don't know, maybe they update, well, they clearly do. They update the loading screens pretty much on a weekly basis, be that photo competitions, new routes, DLCs of the past. Yeah, that's all I could say, really. It's difficult to find an explanation as to how that happens, but yeah, the game just does it, I think. Presumably when your console is connected to the internet or PC or whatever. Right, we got a red coming up. I can see that very clearly. The next stop is Coswick, where I will be rejoining the main line. It's quite a branch line that was, wasn't it? Very colourful and scenic branch line, if I may say so myself. Right, I'll say all the usual YouTube shenanigans. If you'd enjoyed this stream, which I'm sure you have, I certainly have tonight, looking at this branch line today. Make sure to give it a like. Please subscribe if you are new to the channel for more Train Sim World content, be that streams or videos I make. Of course, this stream will be added to the specific Train Sim World streams playlist, and of course this does have live chat functionality and 1080p quality, yada yada yada, so you can watch it back as to how you are viewing it live. The next route I will be covering tomorrow, same time, 8:30 PM UK time, will be my first ever look at West Cornwall. So I'm certainly looking forward to having a go on that. It's certainly a route I've been very eager to cover a stream on, as well as some service videos on that, which I'm not too far from making either. So yeah, if you want to see West Cornwall local, then yeah, you will definitely need to pop along to my stream tomorrow, 8:30 PM UK time roughly. Because I think I have done, one service and a tutorial. The tutorial was months ago, and I think the service was as well. I think the service was just bringing the, 150 into service. So I'm very excited to have a little play on that. Especially with the Northern Transpennine locomotives and additional services it adds to West Cornwall. Certainly looking forward to giving that a go. Also, keep in note that the next live stream on West Cornwall will be the last one, last stream for a couple of weeks, as I will be going on holiday next week. Be going abroad for the first time in 2 years, almost 2 years. So yeah, very much looking forward to a much needed break abroad. Just hope the weather is good. That's mainly what I've been doing over the weekend. I've just been preparing all the legal documentations, passport details, COVID details of tests and all that kind of stuff, COVID pass stuff, etc, etc. Okay, let's get going. We're departing Coswick. We're now going to Radbuel something. I'm not going to pronounce it, and I've just noticed we got a red signal in front of us. So it looks like we're going to be stopping here for a little bit. Must be doing well, time-wise, if we're forced to stop. Okay, so I can have a look at the live chat now. Earlier, Hamburg as a German city. Hamburger is food, yes. Sorry, Keen, think of it as two main lines of a link between wherever Yankee Stadium. Oh yeah, we're in the Yankee Stadium. I know where the Yankee Stadium is. Yeah. Thierry, you're chasing a Regional Express 50 service, I believe. Ah, I see. Thierry, with Northern Trans Pennine, the 37 can be used on local haul passengers on West Cornwall Local. That is correct. Leo, have a safe holiday. Indeed. Be nice taking to France for the first time. It was the only holiday I could get. Planning on going on another holiday later in the year, but we'll have to see how things get on. Financially as well as, pandemic-ish wise as well. That must be a regional express or a regional barn that's going by. Either way, it's one of the two. Yeah, never been to France. And I was thinking of getting the train to the south of France, but unfortunately the tickets were a bit too expensive. So I've decided to take a cruise to the south of France. Could you believe it? I managed to get all-inclusive cruise, and it was cheaper than a couple of train tickets. And that's just two for south of France, not both ways. Oh no. It's ludicrously expensive. Because first they'd have to get a train into London Paddington, then I'd have to take a tube or something, a cab into where's the Eurostar at these days? King's Cross, St Pancras. Then I have to take the Eurostar. I think it was a Eurostar to Paris, I think, and then change at Paris to, I don't know, another train to the south of France. And yes, if you're wondering, the south of France when I say is Marseille, that is correct. I am visiting a location in which the game has portrayed Marseille. So if I get to see the station when I dock in Marseille for a couple of hours, then I'll try my best. It'll be difficult to explain to my mum and cousin that of all the sites I want to see in Marseille, I want to go to the train station, but I'll try my best to get at least a shot of the station inside. And if I don't, then oh well, at least I'll see some stunning architecture within Marseille. The problem is with the cruise in you are timed. Like if you don't get on the boat before it leaves, that's it. You're going to be stranded in Marseille. So they won't wait for you, which I found a bit of a surprise. But there we are. Also, a good thing for my cousin, it's his first holiday abroad in nearly 10 years for him, bless him. Because he's been looking after, well, mainly he hasn't been, my cousin has not been able to go abroad very much, if at all anywhere, because looking after his dog, bless him. But finally he can go on a little trip, so he can relax for a bit, which is good for him. He needs it. Right, we're heading to another station within the Radbuel area. I'm not going to pronounce it. Thierry, I wish Northern Transpennine added a AI layer to T's value line to simulate East Coast mainline services. I can see what you mean, but would it really make much of a difference? I suppose it could. I mean, there's not much of the East Coast main line, is there? I think it just leaves Darlington, then in the route you would go to the left, while the East Coast main line would go straight down. Better get on the brakes here. These are good brakes on the 146.2. That's mainly why I picked it. Over the 143. I was going to pick the 122, but the destination displays were being a bit weird on the exterior. It cut the word in half of the location. It had bad and then shoe, but not the rest of the word. It couldn't fit on the 122's PIS board. I presume on the coaches and the cab car it fitted perfectly, but just not on the locomotive, which annoyed me. Oh, there's everyone's number one enemy, the 187, charging through with a freight service. Oh, the objective stop marker's kind now. Didn't want me to be straight on for stop marker this time. It's nice. Earlier, if a Eurostar DLC will be released right now, the community will be like, oh my god, Eurostar finally TSW 2 times straight control of this beautiful train to Paris. Now, I did a route suggestion video on London to Paris. It proved quite popular. I was a bit surprised by it. But I think there was one thing I did forget to mention is if you can imagine doing a run from London to Paris, yeah, you need to have a bit of time on your hands. Because I think the problem with it is that I think it would get a bit boring for some people because of the sheer amount of time it would take to do a journey from London to Paris. But I think the other problem is that Eurostar, I think, is a very, very strict company when it comes to licensing. Like, I wouldn't be at all surprised, if Dovetail tried over and over and over again to get the Eurostar license. However much money they put on the table, I don't know. Maybe Eurostar are just very, very picky and just don't want to be involved. And some train brands are like that. I mean, I remember BNSF being a very good example. I mean, to any customers outside of the United States, the official markings could not be shown, even though Dovetail had the BNSN license. So some companies are very nitpicky or with their licensing of locomotives or their brands on specific trains or routes or whatever. So I have no idea whether we'll get a Eurostar route. I mean, I don't even think there is a Eurostar route on Train Simulator, not officially made by Dovetail. I think there is a Eurostar one, but I think it's through a mod or something, I'm not too sure. Or the Steam Workshop or something like that. So yeah, I don't think we will see Eurostar anytime soon. Anytime soon. I'd be thrilled if we did, but I can't see that happening anytime soon. Approaching the next station within the Radbuhl area. Oop, going a bit too slow. Braked a little bit too early there. There we are. Perfect. Lovely. Lovely jubbly. How long has the stream been going on for? 56 minutes, is that it? Wow. Feels like an eternity has gone by. Thierry, do you have Diesel Legends of the Great Western? I do. I do indeed, yes. I've had it since day one. I like it. E60 Guy 101 is on Halo Infinite. Very nice. Not a big fan of Halo, but the only Halo game I have, which I used to have, is Halo 3. I think one of the most well-loved games. Much-loved games, I should say, from probably in Xbox's history. Certainly in terms of the amount of copies sold, it's a very big number. Leo Guy 101, how does the Eurostar route work? Well, it depends which Eurostar route it is. I think some Eurostar trains go into some different countries across Europe. Was it Belgium? Blimey, I'm trying to think. Obviously to Paris. Did it go to Germany? I have no idea. I don't know on that front. Yeah, I think if Dovetail was, or any third-party maker was to do a Eurostar route on this game, it would be a mammoth task. Because I could just imagine seeing Eurostar people constantly getting in touch with the developer, say, make sure this is correct, make sure this is accurate. We want to make sure our brand is squeaky clean and good. No bugs or anything. I want to make sure everything's perfect. Let's unlock the doors. There we are. Earlier they could at least do from Ashford to Lille, like in 2022. Oh, have they done that in Ashford International to Lille in France? Oh, I didn't know that was around in Train Sim 2022. It was very quietly kept, if that is the case. I never heard of it. Sidekin, assuming it is licensing, then it may be unlikely. I imagine it's licensing. I don't know, maybe the head of marketing doesn't like video games. I don't know. Thierry, if I owned a train company, would be happy to give Dovetail a license to use my brand. I don't really like the Class 31 loco hauled services on Diesel Legends. I haven't tried 31 hauled service on Great Western, in all honesty. Oh, there's an intercity. That's just reminded me of what service I need to do next. Intercity. That's the next one when we get to Dresden. Next stop is Dresden Trachau, or however you say it. If there are any Germans watching, I apologise. Or German people that speak the German language, I do apologise. My pronunciations are nowhere near 100% accurate. But yeah, I like Diesel Legends, Thierry. Not just because it used to be on my local route for so many for so many years, but as you know, I do like the BR era kind of stuff that Dovetail do, or anyone else do. To me, the older stuff has more character to it, but maybe that's just because I'm thinking the old school way. The old school way is, for me personally, it's a greater challenge. But no doubt I admire the technology of the modern trains and locomotives of today. No question. We're going way too fast. Way too fast. Whoopsie daisy. That's my fault. Whoops. Speaking too much. Oh dear. Oh well. Oh well. Passengers have to just move into the rear coaches. How bad was it? Oh, not too bad. I imagine most of the first coach was there. We get to wait for a little bit, that's nice. Take a breather for a second. Oh, that's not too bad. That's pretty good. Oh, okay, maybe not. Bit of a squeeze. Like a tightrope. Oh yeah, then again, they could just move to there, can't they? Is there a tunnel going underwater, Eurostar? Yes, it is. It's called the Eurotunnel. It goes under the English Channel between England and France. Leo Eurostar can operate at the United Kingdom, France, Belgium and the Netherlands. Thank you for clarifying. Thierry, they can't go to Germany as they don't fit on the track there. Oh, okay, I see. The Class 31 runs 5 coach services between Pennington and Reading and run in between the Class 101. Okay, that's not too bad. I mean, I'll have to try that, see what it's like. I've hardly used the 31, to be honest. I think I've used it once this year. That was on Cathcart. Certainly a challenge with the brakes, for sure. Leo, they could add the Pennine Express operating for Manchester Airport to somewhere.
Zifa.
Don't worry, Sifa. I hear you. Yeah, Trans-Pennine Express. Wasn't that a partner or something as part of the Creators Club, or am I missing a beat there? Was it Trans-Pennine Express? I can't remember. I'm probably wrong, knowing me. Anyway, how is Creators Club doing? Is it working? Apparently it's online again, so I presume it's all working as you would expect. I have not touched Creators Club, and I don't plan to. What's going on? Sit there. Thank you very much. Mr. Camera, I want to see where I'm going.
Zifa.
Oh well, that will do. I'm doing well to be on time. I'll give you that. Ooh. Thierry, I do like Diesel Legends overall. I agree. I think it's not a bad package. Yes, it's the same locomotives we've all come to experience and expect. And I imagine the price is a tiny bit steep, but yeah, a new timetable, some interesting scenarios. Certainly puts the BR locomotives to better use on a high-speed route for a change, which is quite nice. I imagine that none of those diesels on Diesel Legends can reach the top speed of 125 miles per hour on Great Western Express. Okay, we're not too far from Dresden now. Not too far at all. And then we'll do one more service. Going to Riesa on the 101. Just got to get to Dresden first. This service has taken rather longer than I thought. Thought it'd be pretty quick once we get on the main line, but obviously I was mistaken. How many stops have we got to go? Imagine we got a couple more stops. Is that a radio tower in the distance there? That thing there. Looks like it is, doesn't it? Just noticed the signal's red. Now it's green. The speed limit is certainly changed. Need to get down that speed. So is the station. Hey, came up quick. We're now in the city of Dresden. So we're very much near journey's end now. Very, very close. I must admit, I must confess, over the course of its stream, Dresden is slowly, Nahverker Dresden is slowly creeping up there for me as being one of my favourite, if not my favourite German route in this game. Absolutely stunning, look at that. Yeah, there's the tower in the distance. Must be a TV or radio tower or something. Some churches in the background there. Yeah, I like it. They've gone to town with the city of Dresden dovetail. Looks good. Don't look too bad. Don't look too bad. Not at all. Leah, what's your favourite German freight locomotive? Mine would have to be the 182. Favourite freight locomotive? Ooh, got to think here, haven't I? Is there many? It's not that many, is there really? There's the 155. Forgot about the 155 actually. The 185.2, the 187, the MRCE 182, and the MRCE 185.5. Favourite? Well, despite the sound being very poor, I do like the 187. It's modelled very well in and out. It's only the sound that's really let it down. But I think it's just because it's a fresh locomotive. I think that's, for me, I think one I like a lot for freight duties, other than the sound. But you know, I can accept the sound. I've got used to it. It's not right. If they use the updated 185.2 sound package, I imagine people would swallow it and get on with it and take it on the chin. But the fact that it's got the old terrible 185.2 sound package, that's why it's mainly not everyone's cup of tea. Mainly the number one enemy. If the sound was just a little bit better, I mean, I didn't expect the 187 to be completely 110% accurate to the sound, but certainly the model inside and out is very well done. Not sure if it's completely as accurate to the real world counterpart, but I do like it. I think it's the only German freight locomotive aside from the 182 that has the little gangway down the centre of the locomotive fully modelled, which is quite good. Well, we're going to be going very soon. It's a cool station there, actually, isn't it? Look at that. I like it. Another service over there. Is that the 143? It is. It's now going. Very nice. Time to go. Presumably, nope, not the last stop. Surely one more, and then journey's end at Dresden Hauptbahnhof. Next up is Dresden Mitte. I can pronounce that one. Earlier, I'm watching the stream for 2 devices on mobile and PC. I was gonna, well, I think I'll ask why. Why are you watching the stream on 2 devices? Isn't it better you just watch it on 1 device? Another freight service. There's been a fair few freight services today. And another service going by. It's a bit busy here. I think we're going over the Dresden or the river. Yep, we are. This part of Dresden is beautiful. In real life as well. They've modelled the key buildings around the railway very nicely. You get the feeling you are in Dresden. And even though I've never been to Dresden in real life, yeah, it's nice. Very much a busy city. Nice city though. No, it's just a small joke, said Leo. Fair enough. Not a problem. So the King, Spurs, speaking of tracks, assuming you've tried the SimRail 186, how has that stacked up for you? 186, 186, 186. Is that the rail pool one, I presume? Saito Kin, you'll have to remind me. That is the one with rail pool. That's a 185.6. Is that what you mean? I don't think there's a DBBR 186 in the game, unless I'm blind. Or my vision needs to be having a good look at then. I'm going to have to go and have an eye test if that's the case. Time to go. Wrong button. Press the circle button by mistake. Lovely. Oh, we're still not finished. Wow. Blimey. Dresden Freiburger Straße is the next one. Surely the next one after that is Dresden. I mean, is it going to Dresden? I don't know. Let me just check. It is Dresden, isn't it? Yeah, okay. The next one after this station is Dresden. Blimey. It's gone quick, this stream. Oh no, it hasn't gone quick. For me, it's felt like the stream's taken forever, but... like I've been doing it for hours, but... nowhere near like the longest stream I've done, for sure. Since my recent comeback on streaming on my channel. I'm staggered by how fast it's... well, how much time there is left, so to speak. Oh, I need to go on the brakes very quickly. There's another service coming in. That's a 146, and there's a 143 doing a freight service. Very busy around here. Near midday in the game. The scenery on this route is impressive, says Saito's Kitten. I agree with you. Saito Kid, Spurs, never mind. I meant the 186 and the prologue demo I mentioned. Oh, if it's on PC, I don't have that, no. I can't fit a PC in my room at the moment. Not one I want, that's for sure. I want a homemade PC with a tower and everything, but no, I don't have the room for that, unfortunately. I was thinking maybe getting a super duper fast laptop for it, but not sure. I think I'm happy with what I've got. I mean, I don't think I can fork out any more money on expensive tech right now. Maybe in the far future. Maybe near Christmas. The next and final stop, at last, is Dresden Hauptbahnhof. I mean, like I said towards the beginning of this particular service, this route has been very, very stable. I mean, even you've seen for yourself, there's been a fair few trains about, particularly in the Dresden area on this particular service, and the frame rate has hardly put a foot wrong. I've hardly noticed any issues with frame rate from my side, that's for sure. We're now coming into Dresden, then we'll be doing some high speed action with the 101. Quite pleased I managed to get a variety of services in this stream, a couple of branch line sections and a high speed run, so pretty much explored most of the route in a short space of time. Apart from the shunting stuff at the chemical plant, but I'll leave that for another day. Oh yeah, of course, this is high up, isn't it? This is the thing about Dresden Hauptbahnhof, is you get different levels in the station for different services. There we go. Hooray! We've done it. We made it in one piece. Fantastic. Now, you know what my favourite bit is? Look at that. A freight train over there. Wow. Didn't know that was there. We've got some locomotives congregating here. That's a very slow train there. Very slow indeed. But I'll tell you what my favourite bit is throughout this station. Aside from all the levels and stuff. Hang on. That looks nice. Let me come over here. Quick. There's a breakout at the zoo. Where have you lot come from? Shouldn't be munching on those trees and grass. Dumbo's not... Oh no, Dumbo's not here, my friends. You need to go home. Go to the wild, not the city. Oh dear. Queues of cars and traffic in Dresden. Take the train, guys. The station's only there. That's my favourite bit. That's a laugh, that. Love that. Hee hee. Funny. Ooh, very good. Leah, what's your favourite route out of the rush hours? Ooh, easy. Definitely Nahverker Dresden after I've given it a good view tonight. Easily. It was originally Boston Sprinter, but Dresden has just stolen the crown, I think, for me. Very nice overall. To me, it's just so well done. I wish Dovetail could do that, like the level they've gone to, and the performance, and the amount of variety of services, and the busyness of it. Yes, it's not as busy as Brighton, I'll admit that, but you don't need to have tons of services to make a route good, that's for sure. Right, let's start the last one. We're gonna fly now all of the way from Dresden. Oh, there's a little one there, look at that. Oh, I didn't know that. Dresden to Riesa. Oh yeah, perfect. Intercity service bound for Curl from Dresden to Riesa. That makes sense then why there was an additional service from for the 101 on Curl Aachen. That makes sense. Sorry, kid. My bad. No worries. Don't worry. I'm not going to cry. Don't worry. It's all good. Thierry, the 185 comes in 3 versions: the 185.2, 0.5, and 0.6. 3 versions. Wow. Surikin, an elephant. Yeah, that's I think a section of scenery you can get from unlocking the what's it called? Doing those challenges, the mastery things. That was it. You could probably hear the the sirens of the which is the right hand side. There we go.
Störung. Störung.
I have to get up so I can take a look. I love the 101. It's one of my favourite locomotives in this game. The carriages are just very well, nicely done. Right, I have to do something with this pantograph, don't I? Is it an auto? I think so. Turn on the headlights. Multiple unit method. Very nice. You can still hear the elephants in the distance. You can see them still over there. Take the intercity, guys. About to depart. Eingeleitet. Let's go. Rock and roll. E60 guy on 101, but still nothing beats the diorama mastery. I do like the diorama mastery. Let's see it depart, shall we? As long as I don't break the train.
Zugbeeinflussung.
Oh, we do have to stop. Well, that's a surprise. We have to stop at Dresden, Neustadt. Under 3 kilometers. Oh, I didn't expect that. I thought it was just one stop to the other. Dresden, Teresa. I didn't think we have to stop at a station in between. Thierry, the 101 has a tendency to do that. The wheel spin, yeah, I think it's, well, I imagine extremely powerful. The DBBR 101 is the same horn as the 406. That is correct. On the outside, but on the inside, it's different. It's much lower tone on the inside when compared to the outside. Whereas with the 403 and the 406, you have that same tone of horn in and out, very high pitch. Whoop, whoop. I did release all the brakes, didn't I?
Zugbeeinflussung. Zugbeeinflussung.
There's the river. Okay, approaching Dresden, Neustadt.
Zugbeeinflussung.
I think passenger-wise, I think the 101 is my favourite. To me, it's a complete package, and the fact it's used so much on different routes. What is it now used on? Obviously, this Hamburg Lübeck. Obviously, Popstrecke Rheinway, which it came on. There's another one on the right. I've never seen two intercity trains together. That is a very rare thing to see. Hope it stays for a bit longer. On the right hand side. There we are. Yeah, the coaches are very well modelled as well, as you can see here. Got the destination displays. Very cool. It'd be interesting to see what's on the back here. Another 101. Oh, leading 101. He's obviously waiting. What have I got at the back? Nothing. And neither has that one. I know on a Hamburg Lübeck there's an 101 on both ends of the intercity train. Eingeleitet. Let's go, 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 go. And the next and final stop is Riesa Platform 3. I presume we're going to be using the fast lines now. All of the way to Riesa. Off we go. Riesa is the next and final stop. For I'll leave it for today. Leah, what is your favourite high-speed route? Favourite? Oh, easily it's LGV Mediterranean. Hands down. Hands down. Because that, for me, LGV is, you know, proper high speed. It's a roller coaster of a route, LGV Mediterranean. Fantastic. Thierry, the 101 produces 8,583 horsepower. Very powerful. I can think of 4 routes for the 101 it can run on. Wish he added the cab car for that train. Yeah, a few people have said that to me in the past. They've surprised that it didn't come with a cab car. Now, I don't know what the cab car looks like, to be fair. I imagine it looks something similar to the German cab cars we have, just obviously painted a different colour, maybe some different visual features on the model. But yeah, a bit surprised. But I quite like it without a cab car. Don't mind it really with or without one. Full power. Even locking steer wheel spinning at 130 kilometers per hour. That is crazy. Well, it's stopped now. Let's get going. Full speed ahead to Riesa. Full speed ahead. Full speed ahead. Leo, the IC coaches look the same as in my home country, Slovakia, but they have just other liveries. Oh, I see. Okay. They look very nice inside. Very classy kind of feel. Thierry, the cab car is in Train Simulator Classic. Oh, I wonder which route could that be then. I think I've seen it on Train Simulator before, but I can't remember which route that was. Just trying to think. Couldn't be... No, I don't know. Nice to see Dresden, this route at a faster pace. And constantly stopping and starting. But like I said, I mean, I know there's not many services compared to Brighton Main Line, but you've seen for yourselves on the stream this evening, you know, you see a fair few services around. Particularly in the Dresden area. So, certainly, we haven't been short of some visual action on this route today. We've other AI trains. Ooh, I've got a reward. Boss of the Barn. Driven 101 miles. Nice achievement there. Thierry, on this route, some high-speed services starting at Riesa follow freight trains. Oh, do they? Okay. I wonder if we encounter a freight train on this particular run. That'd be interesting. I'll spice up the show. I want to try RFB, but it's hard to control it in the controller configuration of him because I have to be constantly looking down to adjust the speed. The only other way I could do it is to turn on the immersion control, but I don't even know how to use AFB with the immersion control turned on. So I'm gonna just keep paying attention to the speed. Even if we go over a little bit over the speed limit, I'm not too fussed. As long as we finish it, that's all that matters. Are we on the fast line now? I believe we are. We are indeed. This is the beginning of the fast line? Yeah, the fast line. I've just seen a freight train on the map, actually. Did I see one? No, I thought I did. Ignore me. Speed limit has increased, so let's make use of it. Come on, 101. Go, go, go. Who has the 101? Other than me, of course. Imagine some of you have the 101. Do you like it? I like it. I love the 101. It's like a magic carpet ride. Perfect. Oh, I've got a good question for you all. What is your favourite coach or car you like to ride in as a passenger? That's a good one. I like the... I quite like the... which German one was it? Damn it, it was in my head, it's gone. Is it the 422 or is it the 425? I quite like the interior of the 425.
Zugbeeinflussung.
Very nicely detailed. The Bakerloo line train always is a highlight for me. The intercity coaches have a nice interior, as do the LGV coaches, because they're multi-leveled. You've got two different levels. And we can't forget the Amtrak coaches, of course. They're quite good.
Zugbeeinflussung.
I think we're coming... oh no, we're not going off the fast line just yet. I thought we were, hence why speed limit is slowing down. This is a part of the route I have not explored before. Oh, look at that, that's a big hill in the distance. Don't know if you can see it, but I can. Looks rather nice if you ask me. Right, let's keep going. Gather speed, 120, let's go. Fast as we can. Go, go, go. Come on now, come on, go, go, go. That's it. Oh wow, look at that on the left. It's like a field almost. Wow, look at this. Some lovely countryside here. Very nice. Of course, I keep forgetting there's an extension to this route, isn't there? Tarantarab. And I've already tried that, and that was great fun. With the 612. Tilting away to the left and to the right. It's like it's dancing away. Oh, I love this. It may not be as accurate maybe as the real world, but you know what, I think I might have to say it. I think Nahverker Dresden has stolen called Arkens Thunder from me. I love this route. I'm gonna say it. This is my favourite, my new favourite German route. It has won me over completely. And I haven't even done the shunting yet. This is a cracker. If you haven't got this, you've got to get this route. I remember I did an in-depth video to this route, and I said it was the dark horse. My oh my, have Dovetail delivered. This is a cracker. This is amazing. I am so glad I have this. This is amazing. The challenge, the ventilation, it's the scenery that has won me over. Dovetail have done a remarkable job. I think it is the longest German route in the game, if I'm not mistaken. My oh my. Credit, you know, I do tend to criticise Dovetail, and you know, Dovetail get criticised for a lot of things, but I'll give them credit where it's due. They've done a damn good job with this route. Every route isn't perfect, and I admit this route has its shortfalls, but there's not many bad stuff about this route. I mean, the frame rate has been pretty decent. The variety of services and the busyness has won me over as well. I'm staggered by, you know, the amount of trains we've seen, despite what, having nearly 1,000 services less than Brighton. It's remarkable, and it's got a fast line. It's slow. This has won me over. I am now very excited to make some more your service videos on this route. This is a cracker. Hee hee. Love it. Absolutely love it. I'm very happy. This is a cracker. I'm smiling away. I mean, you know, that's what Train Sim World 2 should be like. You know, this is the quality they should make on a daily basis. Not Dovetail, but, you know, Rivet and Skyhook, you know. Because that's what you want to see from your customers. You want to see them buy a product, or, you know, a newish product that you make, and you want to see them put a smile on your face. I applaud Dovetail for this. This is I'm struggling to find words of praise. This is unbelievable. Schnellfahrstrecke Kultwagen will have to go some way to beating this, I think. The only thing is, I haven't tried all of the new bits and bobs on Kultwagen just yet, so Kultwagen has a bit of hope. And I will do a stream on that, as well as some at your service videos on it, so you will see it in all its glory. New glory, I should say. Under 20 miles to go. Miles. Kilometers, I should say. Until Risa. I'm gonna have a sip of tea, I think. Is there any left? Oh, there's a bit left. I'll have another one. I'm done. How long has the stream been going on for? 42. It's not bad, actually. And it's a pretty quick route, pretty consistent speed route, you know. You're not always slow as slugs like some other routes, but it's got a nice mixture of high speed and low speed. I like it a lot. Leo loves me laughs. Saito Kin likes me reactions. I don't hold back my emotions. Pure happiness for me today. This has won me over. Very surprised, pleasantly surprised by how I knew this was going to be a good, but I didn't think it'd be this good. Could you do like train spotting in real life sometimes? Real life, not so much. I'll tell you why, because I don't have all the time in the world to do it. Oh my god, I've pressed the wrong button. Ah! No, train. Don't hate me. Don't hate me, train. Don't hate me, train. Oh, that was a lucky escape. That was a lucky escape. It was a motorway. Either side of the tracks. That's pretty cool. That was I pressed the wrong button. I didn't look down when I was pressing. That's my fault. That was a lucky escape. Almost ruined the stream completely. Whew. Anyway, what was I saying? Leo was like, train spotting in real life. Yeah, I could, but I don't have time. Honestly, I just couldn't have time. Either I'm making YouTube videos or working. That's it. And plus, you need the weather to be good. And as you know, in the UK, the weather's not always brilliant. I imagine it's 95% rain and drizzle and cloud, and 5% is sun, which is probably in June, July, and a bit of August as well, and that's it. We need to get on the brakes big time, big time. These brakes are pretty good. Very good. Look at that. Just over 10 kilometers to go until Risa. Interesting to see if we make it on time. Should do. Pretty confident we should. We have now exited the fast line. We're now back on the, well, normal main line. I know Dovetail has been doing this, what is it? What's it called? Was it March Madness or something? Some sort of event going on? I know they've been making a big deal about it. Has anyone been watching any of the things they do on this? What is it? Is it called Festival of Rail? Is it? What's the other one called? Is it March Madness or something? I'm not too sure. I can't quite remember, but I know Dovetail have been throwing a few bells and whistles with a certain event for the past 7 days. Not sure if any of you have been to watch their streams. I haven't. Didn't gain my interest, to be honest. The only stream I have watched, which Thierry actually recommended me to go and watch, was the preview to Leuzen and Circe. I do like the about to say steam locomotive. It's not, is it? It's electric multiple unit. And there's quite a few services as well on Leuzen and Circe. Over 100. I was a bit surprised by that. Has anyone got Dresden to Circe or Circe or whatever it's called at all? Has anyone actually got it? What's it like? I'd love to know what your views are on Dresden to Circe, because I was tempted to pick it up, but I'm just not quite so sure yet. I think I need to have a bit more of a dive into some more analysis of that route, I think. Thankfully it's a lazy day, Sunday for me tomorrow, so well, today is Sunday, isn't it? Jeez, I thought today was Saturday. I was going to say, well, I never stream on a Saturday night. Today's Sunday. Duh. Oh, it's not a day off for me tomorrow. I haven't got Harlem Line yet either, so if you gave me a choice of which one I should pick up, which one would you choose? The new Switzerland route, Dresden to Circe, or whatever it's called, or the Harlem Line? Which one would you choose? Which one do you think I should have a stab at and give it a go? Because the reason why I'm asking is not only because I'm just interested, because I haven't got both of them. It's because recently I've sold my iPhone 10 to a family member, so I've got a bit of cash in the bank. So I may pick up one of those routes, maybe both at the same time. Not too sure, but certainly I'll pick up one of them. Yeah, I'm just not quite sure which one. Because they released them pretty close together, didn't they? 1 week after another. I mean, we're going to be short of content, aren't we? And we're already coming up to April. What is it now? Just 2 more routes, isn't it, on the roadmap, as far as a couple of weeks ago. Was it the Spirit of Steam and the Horseshoe Curve? So not a lot to choose really, DLC wise, that's coming up for Train Sim World 2, and there's quite a few months to go until August and September. I imagine Dovetail are just going to just constantly now maybe not focus on new DLCs, but maybe releasing the Preservation Cruise. Humongous amount of uploads and updates and upgrades to the Preservation routes, because they need to get them out now quite quickly. Let's have a look at the chat. Been busy focusing on the driving for a bit. So again, for some reason I feel like some may still say this is still not enough. That's true. I mean, everyone's all entitled to their opinion on their views on not only Nahverker Dresden, but all routes in Train Sim World. Some people will say, oh, I don't like freight, end of story, goodbye. And some people will like it, and that's just the way the world goes around. We all have different opinions. Thierry, Autobahn in Germany, oh yes. I couldn't drive a car at that kind of speed in real life. I'd be terrified more than anything. Prefer the racetrack than an Autobahn. E60 going to want a Belfast route in Train Sim World would be really difficult. Why? Because of the political tensions in Northern Ireland, I imagine. Earlier maybe do, yeah, train spotting in the game. I do tend to do that now and again. Maybe I should make a video on just train spotting for an hour. Thierry is doing an East Coastway service in the 313. I presume that's what that means. Leo, I don't really like Dresden to Circe route, not gonna lie, but I like the train The thing I don't like about it is it's kind of short.
Zugbeeinflussung.
Yeah, I was quite surprised as well by how short it was, but not too bad actually. Not too bad. I mean, it's not the long. Well, I think it's one of the shortest routes in Train Sim World, but they've certainly pumped out a few surfaces on that route, and the scenarios look interesting too. Approaching Risa, ladies and gentlemen.
Zugbeeinflussung. Kühlfreigabe. Kühlfreigabe. Kühlfreigabe.
On the brakes, on the brakes. Here we are, journey's end, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get out and see the doors open. I love these coaches. Beautiful, beautiful coaches. Let's unlock the doors. I like the bong sound they make. It's quite cool. He's keen to get off. He's off. He's in a rush. Why rush, my friend? That's the stations it's got to stop at. Dresden, Neustadt, and then Curl. I think that must be a mistake. There's no... It can't be two Dresden, Neustadt stations, can there? Don't think so. It's going to Curl Hauptbahnhof. Let's lock the doors. For the last time.
Schließvorgang eingeleitet.
Lovely. To be just under 32 minutes. Got a gold. That's fantastic. I really enjoyed that. What a stream. Beautiful. I love that. I hope you did. I really enjoyed that, actually. I wasn't expecting to enjoy it that much, but wow. Nahverker Dresden. Top quality, if I may say so myself. Let me read the chat for the last time before I disappear. Terry, I don't have it at the moment because I can't afford to get it at the moment, but as soon as I'm able to shell out 20 quid, I'll get it. Yeah, it is. They're all pretty expensive, really, aren't they, really? Leo says Harlem Line, 100%. Okay. E60 Garmin 1, did you know that a big boy locomotive was in a crash? The engine is 4005 and it's still here. Excuse me, today. Oh, really? A crash. Blimey. Leo, I think Dovetail Games should add station announcements. Yeah, there's been something about station announcements. I think it's not just getting recordings and slapping them in, or I think it's actual. You have to actually license the announcements separately from the brand itself. So it's not like you get, say, hold on, let's give you an example while I'm here. There's the lovely TransPennine. Say, for example, Dovetail have this, London Underground license. You think, okay, well, they can use the announcements. They can't. Apparently, I think they have to actually get a different license from, I think it's a studio or something that, a voice recording studio or something like that. But that's just a guess. But I think that's how it does work, knowing I have a bit of experience with that because I have been a voice actor. So just because you get the brand license doesn't mean you get everything included, so to speak. So you don't get the voice announcements and all that sort of thing. Sort of kid, yeah, and they may want to hold on to Steam both to ensure it works 100% and to retain hype. That's a good point, actually. Yeah, Saito Kin. E60 Global 1, no, because the Belfast train would have a lot of scenery. Oh, right, okay. For political reasons, because it's not the, I'd say, judging by the news, the most relaxing place in the world, Belfast in Northern Ireland. Thierry, empty coaching stock. Okay, right, that makes sense. Empty coaching stock, that must be on Brighton Main Line or, what is it? London Commuter. Anyway, that will conclude the stream, everyone. Hope you all enjoyed it. I certainly did, that's for sure. Of course, the next stream will be tomorrow, 8:30 p.m-ish, roughly, UK time, as I will be checking out the West Cornwall local. I am very much looking forward to that. should be an absolute gem, hopefully. Certainly looking forward to that. Nice to do some old school British services on an old school British route for a change. Haven't done that at all since my streaming comeback, so hope you could join me for that. Of course, like I said quite a while ago in the stream, if you'd enjoyed it, make sure to give it a like, this particular stream. Please subscribe if you are new for more Train Sim World content, be that streams, news and videos, yada yada yada. Hope you enjoyed it. I certainly have. Make sure to tune in, of course, for the West Cornwall local tomorrow. So I'd just like to say thank you very much for watching. Take care of yourselves. And as always, I will see you next time. Thanks everyone. Take care.